that is the reason why we are here, sir. Our presence here is a petition. It's a petition that we wrote that we want to gather today to celebrate June 12. Upon that gathering, thugs, they came. And in that our letter, it was specifically mentioned that we need the police in order to ensure that thugs, they do not hijack this peaceful gathering. We have the letter here. And the thugs came, and the police were there. And when the police were approached, they said, what do you want us to do? And we
the DCP himself.
Yes,
it was live.
It
was live.
It's over one.
He said he couldn't do anything.
He's the head of the police in this state. Whatever information we have from any other police officer is a rumor. It's the DCP that we can listen to. That's the reason why we are here, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. And as our able lawyer has expressed, we are here to not visit you, CP. We are here to petition the Nigerian Police Force under your watch that shirked in its responsibility today to protect.
Very well.
The job of the police is to protect citizens.
Yes.
Regardless of what you have been told, but I know that when you have been trained in the police force, either in the police college or your university in Wudil, Kano, you are told that you have to respect and protect the Nigerian people. I know that you spend most of your time protecting the oppressors of the Nigerian people at this time.
That's right.
And that is what we experienced today that brought us to your office. I actually, not only did we write to you, we reached out to you based on mutual respect yesterday, that there will be a protest. A venue was communicated to you. And today, as you have already been supplied with adequate information, your men failed to protect the protesters. And in fact, they accompanied the talks. One of them, a formerly convicted murderer in Ekiti State, was there happily in the company of your men attacking. They even tried to attack me, only that I was not available to be attacked at that point. So we came here today to request that you ensure that your men who acted irresponsibly are punished transparently, and that the people who have carried out the attack are arrested and prosecuted.
Yes.
And brought to justice.
Yes.
We are not here to threaten that we'll bring justice to them. But you know that, as they say in our local palace, which is where we end, that when one person is cooking for the community, it's difficult to satisfy the community. But if the community is cooking for one person, the person will be overfilled in a very short time. Nigerians are cooking for Tinubu now, and very soon we will soon be oversatisfied, because we cannot have a democracy in which we cannot have free speech. It's unacceptable. I'm not here to plead with you policemen that you are suffering. We know you are suffering. But today is not a police rally. When I want to fight for you, I'll go to your illegal IG in Abuja to go and confront him. But this one is to ask you to do your job. Thank you very much, CP, for showing up. At least we should thank you for that you respectfully came to address us. We can't guarantee how we will feel about you if you don't do your job, even an hour or a minute after this.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Excellent.
When I first arrived here and I wrote out my agenda, one of it is to see that the rights of the citizens are not in any way flouted, and I've kept to that. I've had training both locally and internationally, and I've done this job both locally and internationally. And in fact, make your own research. It reflects in the way I carry out or discharge my police responsibility. Number one, it can never, and I vow right, that I will be, for whatever reason, have anything to do with talks. Never. Never the city of Ondo State, sir. After yesterday, DCA, CID, the DCA, All other officers were invited to my office. And we all sat down and mapped out strategy to see how anywhere you want to have your protests are secured. I woke up for it. Started calling all the officers that I need to call to make sure that they test by 6:30. The deployment already carried out. When I called my PA to tell her that she should get set, I knew she was very surprised. Maybe she was still in bed. I did not drive from my house. It was the first place I went to. Where you people are to have your event. And I trust the office. On no account should there be just or fire.
Sorry to.
No, wait, please.
No matter the level of provocation. And after having addressed them, I retired back to my office to monitor what is going, the happening, situation, to get situation report. So when you told me about talks coming in, it was a thing of surprise to me. And thank God the DPCID is around. All I'll tell you is that the matter will be holistically investigated.
It's captured on video.
I wasn't there.
Evidence.
Any name, any evidence you have, please channel it to me and channel it to him. One thing I can guarantee you is that if it turns out to be the way you said it, take me by my word to ensure that justice is displayed. I will not say more than that.
Your DCP
Thank you
confirmed
very
it.
much.
Your DCP
Of course,
confirmed
he has the
He's
evidence
confirmed
now.
it live on video. I confronted him and he made me.
Because policemen were there, and I was surprised for them not to make a single arrest. Those guys came with cane. They came with cane to disrupt us. And the police were there.
They even went back to the police officers there.
Ken.
If we
They
can
were armed.
They were armed. They had
crossbars
shoulder.
and we don't know what is inside.
They are with weapons.
You don't have to know
We
what
can saw
is
knife with
inside.
them.
They know
None
what they
of
carry.
if the police that are there cannot make a single arrest, if they can't protect us, we don't trust in you guys.
Sir, the police woke up.
We keep coming here every day until we see justice.
Let me also.
Comments.
Kulu.
Another thing I'll tell you that I know sufficiently about the police now is that there is no deployment in which there's not a policeman recording operations. So you must internally find a policeman in the operation department who record. Everything we are having here is being recorded by one of your people. That's what the PRO units do. That's if they have no staff or funds. But so ask whomever is within the operation who recorded. They saw it. I have it. I've forwarded it to you. I'm here, like I told you, because I wanted to make this protestation to you. It's not to believe that action will be taken. I'm very skeptical about the police. You know that. But if you take action, it will be the first time the police officer will honestly take action against thugs, right? But we will monitor it. Okay. We want to give you benefit of doubt, which is very rare as a currency on our part. But you have said it, that you have the training, you will act on. And before we came here, I spoke to you on the phone, and you said you have commenced investigation. If nothing then happens, then you don't blame us if we come and shut down this show. I want to express again how disappointed I was, or I am, about what happened today. And it is because we did everything within administrative, legal, and respectable boundaries to ensure that you are adequately informed of your duty to protect today. And your men failed us, just like Nigerians have failed on a daily basis. This is not supposed to have happened at all in the first place. But if you ask your men to go back there now, the thugs are still there. We went back there, they are still there. They are still, yes.
They took our banners.
So
that we
they collected all that. They even collected the telephone. They collected the telephone of the lady you said was recording there.
Yes.
They
We have
took
our
the
video.
phone. So I don't need us to express anything more. We have made our case very clear to you, and we expect action within the shortest possible time in terms of delivering justice to these criminals. And we hope the police will try, no matter how hard it is, to do the job that is constitutionally designed to do at all times. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks.
Soli, soli, soli. Solidarity forever.
èèyàn wa bí
Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Yes.
Àmọ́ nǹkan tí ọjọ́ yẹn jẹ́ fún gbogbo àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ni pé ọjọ́ yẹn ni ètò democracy ló yẹ kó wá sí ìlú Nàìjíríà tí Basọ̀run MP Abíọ́lá tí a ṣe ètò ìdìbò tí wọ́n borí àmọ́ àwọn abàlújẹ́ àwọn olè àwọn jẹgúdújẹrá àwọn kẹ́nimánì wọ́n gbéjọba lẹ̀ fún wọn pàápàá jùlọ nínú wọn ni ọ̀gbẹ́ni tí wọ́n ń pè ní Babangida tí ó sì wà ní ayé gẹ́gẹ́ bí aláìsí láyé ń ṣe àwọn ni ò jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà tó ní ìlọsíwájú tó yẹ kó ní. Ìdí tí a ṣe ń ṣèrántí ni pé yàtọ̀ sí ìrántí a fi ń tó àwọn tí wọ́n wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n wà lórí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn náà ni àwọn agbẹ̀yìn bá bẹbọ jẹ́ tí àsìkò kan wà tí àwọn náà sọ pé wọ́n ń jà fún tútù ẹ̀ nígbà tó ti dé bẹ́ńsìn wọ́n bá yọ ṣọ́ọ̀kì lẹ́sẹ̀ gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ebi ń pa àwọn aráàlú ìyà ń jẹ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tí a tẹ̀ lè sọ láyé ìgbà táwọn ológun wà láyé ìyàn lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ tẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ ń sìn àdá kí bí o bá ọpá bí o bá ògùn lẹ́sẹ̀ èyí tí a ṣe wá síbí nìyẹn pé àwọn tọ́ọ̀gì tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò bí àwọn da tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n ti wá di olórí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tó wá ń di pé ọ̀kan nù wọ́n ti dájọ́ ikú fún ní ìlú Èkìtì wọ́n lọ gbà sílẹ̀ wọ́n wá gbà sí ìlú wa fún wọn òun ni ọ̀gá àwọn tí wọ́n wá nu àwọn èèyàn wa lónìí àwọn èèyàn wa tó jáde wọn ò gbégi dání wọn ò kó àdá dání peaceful àmọ́ a ti sọ fún àwọn ọ̀gá ọlọ́pàá pé òwe kan wà mi ò mọ̀ bóyá òwe yẹn lè má jágéré lẹ́nu mi àmọ́ wọ́n ní tí èèyàn kan bá ń sóúnjẹ fún aráàlú wàhálà wà fún kó tó lè sóúnjẹ fún gbogbo àwọn aráàlú ọjọ́ apẹ́ àmọ́ tí gbogbo aráàlú bá ń sóúnjẹ fún yàn kan ó máa tó yó ìyẹn ni nǹkan tá a fẹ́ sọ fún ọ̀gbẹ́ni tí ó wà l'Ábùjá Bọ́lá Tinubu torí ó dà pé ó ń dùn mọ́ wọn láti máa ṣe àṣemáṣe sí àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ń sóúnjẹ o wọ́n dẹ̀ tó máa sáàbẹ̀ fún wọn wọ́n tó máa yó.
What has happened today and why you are the police headquarters?
I'm here at the police headquarters to submit a petition, a verbal petition to the Commissioner of Police over the conduct of the police in the explicit matter. Attacks, peaceful protesters who are celebrating or protesting against June 12. Protesting against the government on June 12. June 12 being the Democracy Day of Nigeria. This thugs, one of them was identified as a person who used to be in the OPC, who had actually been, who was actually sentenced to death at the point. But the Ondo State government people have relocated him to Akure, where he led an attack on a lot of these peaceful protesters. Some of them are in hospital as we speak. In fact, they tried to attack him at the venue of the protest. But what is so sad is that the letter had been written by a lawyer to the Commissioner of Police, not to plead with the police that we want to protest, but just to remind them of their duties as policemen to protect people in the country. And they fail in shirking that responsibility. That's why we located the protest here. We have just met with, we have just protested with the Commissioner of Police in the state. he did promise that something will be done. Do I believe? No. But at least we made our point known.
Yes.
But we've given him a marching order that if something is not done, we'll come back here and take over the place.
Set up a barricade.
We'll occupy this place.
We occupy everywhere. Shut down.
Nobody has the right to prevent another Nigerian from expressing themselves. That's right. And that is why you see I'm always in the crosshairs of the police.
Yes.
Whether the person oppressed is a policeman or the person who is oppressed by a policeman, I'll fight. Even if the CP tomorrow becomes a victim of injustice, I'll fight for him. So, but we know what they did. They know what they're doing today. I'm sure they were all involved in it. They planned it.
Yes.
I even called the CP yesterday to say I'm in town because I don't hide it when I'm traveling. I'll put a video up on my status to say this is where I'm landing. I'm not afraid to be anywhere in Nigeria. So it's my country. I spoke to him last night. He said, I'm in town personally, I will attend this rally. So, and he promised that everything possible will be done to protect. I'm not looking for their protection. I know they can't protect me, but my conscience will always protect me.
Yes.
But I know that it is the right of Nigerians to be protected when they are engaging in lawful activities. Yes. So that is the reason why we came here today.
So I said that why you've been protesting for very many years. So many people understand that this is a state. Why this time around besides to come back to Brazil?
I do not have a calendar for where I protest. I wake up and go to protest anywhere I want. And I have protested both within and outside Nigeria. It just turns out that this time around, as the spirits directed, I came to my home state. Interestingly, you're right, I've never engaged in many protests in Ondo State. What is sad is that the last time I was in Ondo State to protest, I was protesting on behalf of this Ayudat here.
Yes.
You know, to make him become governor.
Yes. Sure.
But he has become the opposite of what we're fighting against. Because everybody who saw those guys said they work directly with Ayudat.
Yeah.
They are his people. That's the governor of
APC
Ondo State.
talks.
That's the person we came here to fight for, so that he can become governor. When the wife of Activism held them to ransom. That's the first time I came to protest physically in Ondo State. Well, maybe aside from when I was in secondary school. I used to protest against my principal and teachers. But that was the first time I came, and this is the second time. First time we protested, it was the same thing. The Akeredolu people also threatened us. The Oba of Akure, Deji of Akure,
Yes.
locked the hall until we told him that we would do the protest in his palace.
In his palace.
That was what forced him to go and open it. That is how Ayudatiwa became acting governor. Now he's governor. He has forgotten his roots. He has forgotten the origin of the river that brought him to power. And as the people will say, I will say this one in Ondo and in the language you understand.
So this time around, what are you protesting for?
If you don't know it, you are not supposed to be here.
Okay, fine. Just a question. This coalition of the stuff, many Nigerians are expecting.
Enigma, that's one.
And you as a person, opposition leader, are you talked so many times that you are not part of the coalition? Why?
I have been very clear about my participation in the coalition. I don't believe that this coalition that we are putting together is a coalition that is aimed to fight for the Nigerian people. And I will say again, Yoruba, the people who are in the coalition, name them. Atiku, El-Rufai, Peter Obi. Peter Obi is not even saying that he's no longer in the coalition. He doesn't know where he is. So all of them, Amechi, Kwakwanso, they were all part of the coalition that brought Buhari in 2015. Yes. They all served in the Buhari regime, including Malami. Can you imagine? Nigerians have no sense of history. Even Malami, who was Attorney General as of yesterday, that's supposed to be in jail. How can I go to a meeting of a coalition in which Malami is part, in which Amechi is part? These are the people who have fought against my entire life. These are the people who, when we were fighting for June 12th, were fighting on behalf of the military, or with the military. Peter Obi was helping Abacha to clear Tinkan Island when we were all running for cover. So how do I go into a coalition with them? The coalition the Nigerian people need is a coalition of the oppressed.
Of the oppressed.
We have said it. The number of registered voters are 83 million people in number. The number of people that voted last year, in 2023, about 25 million. So we still have a sense of 53 million people. If they are serious, what is 25? You take these guys out by 12 noon. You have a new president. A real president, not a president that is rigged into all, not a selected president, an elected president. So I am not part of the coalition, and the coalition itself has been falling apart. So it's as if I'm a prophet predicting that the coalition is going to coagulate like a spoiled milk.
Sorry, please. It's very important to say this. The message will be sent to the government. Yes. This is not the first time there is a national protest.
And this is not the first time he will attack people.
And the governor of Ondo State has consciously, deliberately, in a very clear way, tried to attack peaceful protesters. It is not done. Talk about international case in the country today. You cannot mention 10. We are talking about the 10th anniversary. It is even beyond the other people's June 12th anniversary. What justification do you have? I've participated in June 12th anniversary inside the hall in 2017. Inside the hall. A year after, we were in the streets. Other people were in the hall. Nobody came to attack us. You were part of that protest. Yes, you were part of it. Why today? What that governor again that you are? That any simple protest, thugs must come out. These are thugs that are affiliated to the government of the day. He can't continue, he can't. You cannot be pretending to be innocent. When you are more tyrannical and dictatorial than Adolf Hitler. We are not going to accept it. We are not, and that's why we have come here today. We also expected the thugs.
Whereas
the thugs.
we have
Who are
insecurity in the state
thugs?
too.
Who are named? These people are not anonymous. They are named. We expected them to be here.
They didn't wear masks.
That's why we came to the office of the CP. And the message will be sent to the governor. Any moment from now, his attempt not only to sabotage, but to ask miscreants to hijack this is going to be resisted by the people of this state. We will not. We wrote to the commissioner of police. A letter was written to them to say this is where we are gathering. We are not even given a nebulous location. They came to that place only for talks. I've related to the government to come to that point under the of the police to come and attack these protesters. So the governor should know. We cannot run the state like this. And silence of the people does not mean they are docile. We should appreciate it. Whoever is cooperating with him should appreciate them. But those who want to disagree, you should also appreciate them. We will run into a problem.
Very soon.
Okay.
Take it back. Action. Take it back. Action. Action.
No going back.
Revolution!
Now.
Revolution!
Now.
Revolution.
Revolution. We want to do something before we go. Revolution. Revolution. We want to do something.
Where's our June 12th banner now?
June 12th
Oya. Ẹ kọrin.
Revolution. Revolution. We want to do something before we go. Revolution. 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 We want to do something before we go. Revolution.
Continua.
Revolution. Continua. Victoria. Revolution. Continua. Victoria. Aluta, continua, Victoria, Asata. Aluta, continua, Victoria.